Sophie Germain was a famous mathematician in France in the 18th century. She was born during the American Revolution in 1776 in Paris, France. During that time, women had a very low status. Up until this point, not only had her gender slowed her down, but her social status had too. It was socially acceptable for aristocratic women to be taught the sciences and mathematics so that they could talk casually among friends. Sophie was one of the middle class, and this opportunity had passed her by. With Sophie's growing interest in math, she received no support by her family. They thought it was inappropriate for females to study math, but she continued to sneak into her father's basement to read any and all of his math books. She strived to learn more. She wanted to enroll in the École Polytechnique School in 1794, but they did not allow women to apply. However, Sophie was able to get her hands on some of the lecture notes, and she even started going by the name M. LeBlanc, so people did not know she was a woman.
Sophie began with small numbers, but later started reading about Fermat's last theorem. This theorem says that x squared plus y squared equals z squared, and says that if n is greater than 2, the equation wouldn't hold up. She began experimenting with this equation and soon sought help from Carl Friedrich Gauss, a famous mathematician of her time. Sophie wanted to prove that for primes less than 100, there could be no solutions relatively prime to the exponent. She proved that her theory, but was never given credit. However, this did not faze her because she was now among the ranks of prominent mathematicians of her time, and she knew what she had done. As a woman, this was life-changing. Sophie Germain was not afraid to pursue her interest in math. She fought for her beliefs and proved she was correct. This is a great step for women, and she was an inspiration. Sophie Germain's battle with breast cancer ended when she was 55. Carl Friedrich Gauss convinced the University of Göttingen to save Sophie an honorary degree. And here's some problem examples of Sophie Germain primes. If you scroll down here, you can see that if p is prime, like take 11 for example, and then 2p plus 1 is also prime, then it's a Sophie Germain prime. And you can take our quiz all about Sophie Germain if you click right here.